Sparky Mark here, and we are starting a new 7 Days to Die playthrough, and we are using the Rebirth mod. It is a complete overhaul of the original game. The XP multiplier is going to be at 100%, just normal. I hear that it really makes it hard. The faster you move up, the harder the zombies get real quick, and they're hard enough as it is. I've done a little bit in this, but not much. Yeah, here's some of the settings. We have disabled the blood moon, and just because there's plenty of wandering blood moons, we spawning, loot traders, yes, and max jobs 20, but beyond that, it's pretty much just as it is. But no blood moons, and this is a pretty tough unit, so let's give it a shot. So here we go. Okay, here they drop us in. They drop us in right in the middle of a tornado storm. We do have a dog, a German Shepherd it looks like. And they throw a bunch of zombies at you too. You gotta keep calling your dog off, because he will fight and fight and fight. To call the dog back, you press Q, and then he will show up just like that. We do want to kill some zombies. We want to collect some stuff too, but this is it could go on for a very long time, and all the zombies have something you can pick up off of them. But if you allow your dog to lead you, you will be led right into tons of zombies. So, and there's that. And yet another one, and another one. So let's call the dog. Let's keep moving. We're heading towards the trader. It does start us at late in the day, so this is going to be a fairly short episode. It starts us at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you don't really have time to dilly-dally. And there's the dog still fighting. So I'll come help him collect some of them, since he's knocked them down pretty good. You can see up in the upper left, it shows what the health is of your dog. And there he is fighting on. He's a tough little sucker, but he is getting hurt. And now they're hitting me. So, and off he runs. If you do put meat into your dog's inventory, he definitely will heal. So, but I don't have any meat yet, so here we go. We'll just pick up some more stuff as we're heading towards the trader. Unfortunately, it is trader wrecked. And the forest is not a super calm place. As you can see, there's lots of zombies around. Like in the vanilla game, there's not any zombies for hours, but there is plenty of them here. And there he goes again, off and fighting. Some of the units are a lot bigger and harder. And all we have right now is a knife, so. And they drop some stuff. So let's get to the trader here real quick. See if we can start our starter quests. There are no skill points in this at all. It's all just if you use a tool, it improves the tool. But and that's how it goes. There is no true skill points that you can pick. But we'll get into that a little bit later. You can pick up wheels and other pieces, parts for different vehicles. There are repairable vehicles in this, so yeah, keeping everything you can is really nice. Headshots. If you hit something to the body, it gives you it down in the bottom where it's showing your. I'm using the knife right now. If you hit him in the body, it gives you some benefit. Oh, there's some meat. We like meat. But if you hit something in the body, it gives you some bonus to your learning how to use it. If you hit him to the head, it gives you more. And if you hit him if you do the kill shot, it gives you even more. So as you can see in the bottom left, I'm using the bone knife, and it's about halfway up to the next one. And the dog died. So now that we got meat, we can feed him some, but now we got to get rid of this guy. The dog doesn't leave completely. You just come back and you revive him. He's still not, the longer he sits, the more his health comes up, but you gotta give him some time. If you have a bed roll down, he will go to your bed. So if you're a long ways from home, you're not gonna have your dog for a bit. So let's talk direct.
What's your problem? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you.
Okay, on these starter packs, none of them really go to other things. I think in the next episode I'll go into those a little more, just to, here's some of it, but we'll get into it a little more. But the only ones that intelligence is good if you're going to run knives, and strength is good if you're going to run, melee weapons, like hitting melee weapons, clubs and stuff like that, hammers. Then that one's kind of primed for that. But it doesn't really matter. I chose to go with the charisma because it does allow you to have extra dogs and extra helpers. So, and that's a booster. So we used the booster and it raised our charisma a little bit. So now we're supposed to go talk to this guy. And he's the guy who does all those pieces parts. And then he tells us to go talk to the other guy to choose our class. So we got another charisma, so we'll shoot that into our arm and make us so pretty. Okay, and this guy over here, he's where you choose your class. You can pause this and read it if you like. I'm going to go with the hunter class, which is spears and ranged rifles and bows. So now we want to make our base gear, and then we can go from there. So we want a stone spear, and we want to make a bow, and we want the what is it? The pipe rifle. So there's that. Craft an axe. And again, like when you're using the spear, stab them in the face. And the more times you stab them, the faster it goes up. But, so using small stabs actually makes you go up faster than using one big stab. So small stabs keeps your stamina, and there you go. We need to get some more stuff because I can't make the... we need some branches to be able to make the bow. We haven't found any nests yet either, so we don't have any feathers. Just picking up some basic materials. It is now 1800, so it's getting later to the end of the day, and it gets really dark at night. In one of my practice playthroughs, I was living on top of, oh boy, all kinds of them. Oh, and we need to find some honey. So, you see this guy, this bow has green glowing hands. That means he's kind of an infected, and he can give you an infection, a radiation infection. And some of them are explosion proof. It just the color of their hands means something. Okay, let's see if we can get some more. More materials. We need branches for the bow, and you get those from chopping on trees, real trees. Oh, more meat. I think you can rename your pets too. This one's named Gypsy, which is fine for now. More branches, more wood. There are multiple types of wood in this game. If you chop a tree all the way down, it gives you logs which burn longer. This is another type of stump too, so we're trying to get some honey from it. And come on, honey. Nope. Okay, day's getting later, infection's getting stronger. A deer, a baby deer. Meat on the hoof. Sorry, little baby. Well, Gypsy sounds like she's taking a bit of a beating. She's a beast, though. She can handle herself pretty good. Still looking for more stumps. There's one. Come on. Honey. Hey, got a honeycomb. It does come out in honeycomb instead of a jar, which is kind of makes sense. So that'll cure our deal. Gypsy killed this one. So really don't need to be out here much longer because it is getting darker, and if you don't get to where there's light, you cannot see anything. Lieutenant Dan. And Gypsy keeps chasing. Probably like Ark, you could probably set her something different, but I haven't figured that out. I just tend to call her back to me with the Q. We'll see if we can get back to now her. Oh, okay, we're naked. She has inventory. I've given her some meat, and you saw that she started getting healed. I usually have her carry those those little sigils. Those are things that help boost your basic attributes, your strength and such. And we finally got some feathers. A Walkman, pieces of a Walkman. Now see, this truck is repairable. If you put all those pieces that we're missing in there, then you can have yourself a truck, a big truck. Call in Gypsy back. And back to the safety. There are some zombies in this that can open doors, which is really tough, but I think that's a little later in the deal. So let's search everything. And then we will start from there. This unit right here is called a, well, I don't know, what is it? It grinds up. You can put lead pieces and brass pieces in it, and it grinds it into the usable product. All the barrels hold things, so definitely looting those. If you don't turn on, I turned on the looting vendors button. If you don't turn that on, none of this is accessible and you can't open anything. So I like to put it on just because this first day is so dang short. Getting somewhere and building stuff. Building stuff's not as easy in this. It's not just fabricated, building blocks in your pocket. So you got to have a workbench and stuff like that. There are some workbenches here in the compound, but you got to find tools to put in them to be able to get them to be able to work. So it's a total different system, and that's kind of why I left the Blood Moons off, because it's just too tough. You can pretty much pick up anything in this place too. I don't know if you can in the trader here, but as you're looting in POIs and stuff, if you find a refrigerator, you can pick them up and take them with you, and then put them down in your base, and then they make really good big storage areas. So you can pick up pretty much everything. Unlike vanilla, though, like if you pick up chairs or potted plants or something like that, you can't just scrap them. You have to scrap them while they're in the world by hitting them with a hammer or something like that, or with your axe. But you cannot just pick up stuff and then scrap it in your inventory, which is something, harder to learn. For me, at least, it was, because I'd pick up everything and then want to go get it, and then couldn't do it. So now I have enough branches to be able to build the bow. So there's the bow, and now we need to build some arrows. And there they are. And again, if you shoot a bow in a guy's face, it gives you more moving up than the other. You can see down in the bottom, whatever you're holding, like I'm holding the axe right now, so it'll show how far you are in the axe. which is considered your digging. It's not considered your wood cutting. The more you use a tool, the further it goes and the better you can build of it. So the stone axe is considered more of a pick in this one than an axe. So if you're chopping down trees, it's not moving up your wood cutting ability. It's just, well, it's not even moving up your digging ability unless you're hitting stuff, like rock piles or something like that. So just fixing our inventory just a little bit. The bars are a lot bigger in this. The bottom bar, and across the bottom you have your food and your water, your stamina, and your drink. Dysentery is a big thing in this mod, so you gotta try to cook what you eat, or you will get sick. So I'm gonna go put some more of this brass stuff into the grinder so I don't have to carry it around. We need to find a propane tank to get the grinder to be able to work, but I can store it in there until we actually find a propane tank. And search inside. Okay, the distilled water, I suggest getting that as much as you can because it doesn't cause dysentery. Even boiled water has a chance of giving you the dysentery. So, yeah, they have a lot of different ones to check from. So I'm going to go with the cafe to see if we can find a cooking pot right away, and then we'll go from there. Continue searching, finding more crap. But you can see it's starting to get pretty dark. Okay, I've got a vitamin. Okay, now I'm going to trade in some of these things for the shots. Okay. Yeah, I had 100. He gave us 100 at the beginning, so I just made 4 more of those shots. So we'll get our charisma up a little bit. Since today is so short, I think I'll come back in the dark tomorrow, and we can talk about those things a little bit more. You can see in the bottom left that charisma is going up with each shot. Yeah, it'd be nice to shoot some arrows and stuff at this guy, but I can't see him. The dog does, so let's get farther away and let's not let the dog just keep getting beat up. And there she is, and she's full health again. So she does have a little bit of meat left. She does. I like to have her hold all those little pieces, the DNA pieces. But that's getting to be about it. So for now, this is the end of this adventure, and I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate you, sticking around. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode of Rebirth. Bye.